We're to see this letter to Sir Leonard in Melve. Shall we board the ox cart as directed, Master? If you would be so kind as to follow me, I shall take you to the one you seek.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
Shall we take an ox cart? If our destination lies along its route, we could shorten our journey.
This ox cart's bound for Melve. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Should I get up to today?
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
One hopes these carts offer comfort commensurate to their costs.
Really now, what are you doing?
Forgive me. I could not help but laugh.
I'll sleep like a log tonight.
All this waiting around for me to sleep.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
Surely I'm overdue a date.
Wish the roads were safe. Suppose I best stand my key.
A common reward. Frustratingly so.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
Have you lost your mind?
'Tis a hobgoblin!
Fire won't do much good here. Best try a different tack.
I grant your weapon a magical boon. Dare I say it? We trounced our foe well and true.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next.
Too stiff after a date.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
I'll combine my magic with yours, that you might cast the spell more quickly.
Get a load of that!
Just what I was waiting for.
Get a load of that! Such worn out gear.
It's this way.
Whoa!
Where are you going?
We're to see this letter to Sir Leonard in Melve. Shall we board the ox cart as directed, Master? Methinks I know where to find the person you're looking for.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
Can't leave my post, I'm afraid.
Here in Vermont, pawns are revered as servants of the Arisen, but not so here in Batal. There, they believe that some divine flame will protect them and dispel the dragon, and that pawns embody misfortune. In that regard, our countries couldn't be more different. I'm surrounded by whingers on all sides.
I'm still waiting on that report.
Pray, follow me.
I'd get just about anywhere.
As a matter of fact, ours is a party of women, by and large.
And I've no objections.
Unless I am mistaken, All we require is already in our possession.
Look, Master! Goblins!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. See you being drenched. Dry off as soon as you can. I've just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location?
I must admit that it feels wonderful to strike through.
Having more of these to hand ought serve us well in battle.
What say we pelt one at the next foe we encounter?
Let me get that. At last we've arrived. Delivery in hand.
I only hope the recipient is pleased with our work.
Right you are. Let my magic grant you an elemental boon. Mayhap you will think this a trifle, but one master I served was quite the carefree soul, shunning armor in all its forms.
Now there's a thought.
If our destination is a distant one, travel by ox cart, we're here, and none the worse for wear.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support.
Oh, what does this say?
A thorough perusal might reveal aught of interest.
Can't say I've any tidings to share. Living's hard, but dreams are free.
Well met, sir. How may I be of service?
Too much excitement is rarely a good thing.
Nattering all day is tiring work.
Here at the inn, we also offer changes of vocation. I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
The safer the roads, the heavier my pockets. Always a pleasure.
You're wasting your time talking to me.
Know you of the shallow waters are safe, but venture somewhere as deep as you are tall, and their dreadful red becoming a feast for the brine isn't a pretty way to...
E'er since the reign of Rothace, the founder of Vermund, the village of Malv has played an indispensable role in the defense of our kingdom against the dragon. Yet twice now has the dragon set upon this village, inflicting numerous casualties. The fault here lies with you, Ser Ulrika. You have failed in your duty as acting chief.
With all due respect, Sir Martin, our village has dispatched many of its young hands to the northern stronghold since its completion. Was it not the former consul who decreed that the stronghold should serve to defend the kingdom, with Malv offering aid only where needed? Yet the stronghold has remained entirely silent to our plight. How can you say that the fault is ours to bear?
I know of no such agreement. At the very least, Queen Regent Disa has mentioned naught of the kind.
But I'm quite sure the consul...
You would dare misrepresent the words of the dead? Or do you mean to imply that the Queen Regent has If so, then Melv's problems run far deeper than I had thought. 'Tis...
What? I intended nothing of the sort. Pray, let us...
Save your honeyed words, traitor! I must inform the Queen Regent of this development.
You came to see me. Forgive me, I've much to ponder. Still, how would you like to stay the night? I've yet to repay you for aught you've done for me. A small show of hospitality is surely the least I can do. 'Twas by your godly efforts that Malv escaped the worst of the dragon's assault. The people of this village are more precious to me than life itself. To lose them would have been the end of me. You have my earnest gratitude, friend. wanted to tell you that, if naught else. Now, 'tis time we slept. There is much to be done for the village, and I shan't manage it without a good night's sleep.
Nice place, this. I'm in no hurry to leave.
Where to now?
Where is Ulrika? The Queen Regent has declared that Ulrika be apprehended as a traitor to the kingdom. All who seek to abet her will be tried in turn. Bring her before me at once.
Ulrika is gone.
What?
She stole away in the dead of night. Ask around. Several witnesses can confirm it. I cannot say why for certain, but I imagine she took your words to heart, Overseer. Realizing her plans for rebellion had been found out, she chose to abandon the village for our sake.
You would have me believe that Ulrika was acting alone? That the rest of the villagers harbor no rebellious intent?
Aye, that's the long and short of it.
Very well. I shall take you at your word, sir. However, the absence of a leader will sow naught but chaos. For the time being, your village will be in our hands. If 'tis as you say, I do not expect there will be any objections.
Ah, there you are. There's aught I would ask of you. It concerns Ulrika. You've heard she fled the village, aye? Though that is the case, she would never truly abandon it. She left the village that she might fulfill her charge, protecting Vermont against the dragon. But as for where she went, I do not know. 'Twould be unwise for me to go looking for her, lest I draw the eyes of the Overseer's troops. However, should you happen to find her, would you tell me where she is hiding? I can only pray that she does not fall into the...
Come, I'll lead the way.
Let's not be hasty now.
Aye, what can I do for you? Ah, a letter from Lady Margaret, you say? 'Tis a fair way you've come, then. My thanks. She's a kindly sort, I must say. We met when I worked with her husband, Sir Gregor, on one occasion. Now she's taken to inquiring after my health at the turn of every season.
Shall we report our result?
A firm resolve has taken root in my heart since we met. I may be past my prime as a fighter, but I can still teach. And if anyone can master this technique, 'tis you. Go on, humor an old man. That Lady Margaret's a kindly sort.
I should very much like to rejoin you, Master. that went as well as we might have hoped. Let us cast our eyes about and analyze the situation.
I see which way the wind's blowing.
At your
Dorian! Yes!
Fire's fury shan't be of aid against this foe. Grant your weapon a magical boon.
That was impeccably timed, Arisen.
Shit. Peruse at your leisure.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you. Do come again.
Hoy, friend! Having any time for me today? I dare say there's something I've come to understand during my stolen hours exploring these streets. And every last resident in this city is wholeheartedly devoted to living out their lives, for it made me painfully aware of my own position. Can this existence of mine even be called living? I want to live a life I can proudly call my own, and to achieve it with all that my heart desires. I tire of enduring my mother's coddling, and of having to mind every twitch in her face in order to looking at this box. Tis proof that I am not my mother's servant. 'Tis something I obtained of my own, though it came to me through you, of course. Pray, take this with my thanks. 'Tis quite a rarity, as I hear it. Now, I'd best be off. I may not be able to wander the city again for some time. Thus, I cannot say when next we'll see each other, though I feel sure we shall in time. Till then, take...
That was quite a gift. I hope that procuring it was not a burden upon the lad.
Right you are. We've arrived, just as planned.
Ah, you've returned. How did you fare on the journey to Melv? Splendid! You've been an immense help, I must say. The cart reached its destination safe and sound, and from the tell of it, you even rid the road of a few monsters.
Ox carts seem a convenient choice for longer journeys. I see no harm in making use of them as needed, Master.
I suppose 'tis so?
A crime committed here will see one confined to jail. I've heard that jailers are paid a pittance, despite the hardships of their work.
Then we'd best keep some coin on hand to ease our potential warders' suffering and make them an ally to our cause.
Oh, it's not right. It doesn't make any sort of sense. The doctor examined him afore and said he'd be better with a bit of medicine. Yet e'er since he came here, he's only gotten worse.
I understand how you must feel, but you must see that your son's health continues to wane. There is no medicine that can heal him outright. I am caring for him as best I can. I beg only,
However, if you truly cannot entrust him to me, mayhap convalescing in a place familiar...
Home, you say?
Dear, we are pressed enough as tis.
All right, he stays. But pray, bring my son back to health.
I will look after him. I swear it.
My head hurts just thinking about it.
Nothing ever seems to happen round here.
My head hurts just thinking about it.
Sir, ought you not be in... Ah, 'tis a pleasure to make your acquaintance. My name is Eleanor. I regret that I cannot offer you a cup of tea, but I'm in the middle of making my rounds of the patients. Not to mention, I have to find the means to procure more medicinal... Oh. You wouldn't happen to know someone willing to brave the roads, would you? You would procure it yourself. In that case, the slums are a bane to the body's humours, and its residents are oft... We do what we can with what little we have, but your aid is most appreciated, sir.
Tellers, Maya's might can be harvested from phantoms, monsters that wander the world a night.
Ah, yes, now I see.
My head hurts just thinking about it. Have I got bed? I don't know what...
Yes, sir. Ah, forgive me. If that's not the case, you will have to...
I'm quite sure I wasn't dreaming, but ox carts don't run so late. Was it a phantom then? I shudder to think.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
Maybe I'll make myself scarce. May tomorrow be as uneventful as today. I don't know what to do. What to do? What to do? Hoy, arisen! Say, have you heard about the state of the river? Do you know the river close by the church? Well, it's come to be full of muck. That's a problem for the church, as it draws from the river to make holy water. I was thinking you could help the priests by finding some gold. I was hoping I'll help too. I'll look for gold ore. Hoy, arisen! Have you found any gold ore yet? That's all right. I'm
I've got something for you.
I pray this will convey the depth of my gratitude.
We have aught we need to deliver, do we not? Let us find the intended recipient.
Perhaps... Oi, Arisen! Have you found any gold ore yet? Wow! This'll be plenty, I reckon. Listen, I was talking to the priests, and apparently our troubles aren't over yet. Would you be willing to lend us a hand again? Thanks. So, remember how I told you about the river by now? Lots of people who live nearby. The priests have been treating everyone as best they can. But there's no... I want to help them. But I'm not sure what... Apart from ask you, that is. Would you bring us some more medicine, Arisen? Oh, thanks, Arisen. I'll talk to the priests in the meantime. See if there's anything useful. Hoi, Arisen! Have you brought any medicine with you? Now that's just splendid! Oh, thank you, Arisen. This should...
'Tis a goodly deed we've done aiding the sick. I only hope our efforts go a ways toward improving life in the slums.
True enough.
Oh, sir, if you please, pray excuse my boldness. Might I beg a moment if my master is in need of aid, you see? And I'm hoping you'll consider offering... Oh, thank you, sir. Might we continue this conversation? You will find my master's manor in the noble quarter. Pray, meet me there.
Pray, follow me. An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
They can be most convenient. though they only travel during the day.
Over here, Master. Did you lose sight of me? There's a shorter path we might take now. Allow me to show you. Wolves, if I've ever seen them.
Oil for flame!
Let my magic grant you an elemental boon.
What's this about?
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
I say, we collect as much as we can carry. Well aimed straight, right where it hurts.
Come, I'll lead the way. Is that a statue I espy over yonder?
From this distance, I cannot be sure. We shall have to make our way over to it.
Let me get that.
One of us has been drenched.
I'll combine my magic with yours, that you might cast the spell more quickly. Battle is to be avoided, I take it, Arisen. profitable endeavor. This isn't the way to our destination, but I presume you've a new one in mind. Lead on.
Perhaps the Arisen has recalled some more pressing business. Fret not. I'm sure we'll come back to this eventually.
Ah! Is there anyone who wants to watch out for?
He's breathing fire. Really now, what are you doing?
Forgive me. I could not help but laugh.
Well done, Master.
A hidden path? I suppose there will be monsters lurking beyond it.
Pray keep your wits about you. We needn't go barging in. I shall heal you at once. Wait a moment. We have found a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
I'll hold on to this. After all, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. I shall do as you say. Shall we see how Harv village fares of late, Master? Pray, allow me to show you the way.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on. I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am confident and may act independently. I wonder how Harv village fares. Mayhap we ought to stop by. How many times have we camped here now? I'm not sure what...
The good meal makes one appreciate those 'tis shared with.
It would have gone down even better if the... area were free of monsters, but I suppose one... You so eager to chat with me? I thought we did enough of that on the road. You are in good health, I trust, Arisen?
I've nothing to share at present.
Night time already? I thought it was rather dark.
Shall we check our packs and be off? A new... Yay, a new perspective. Allow me to lead the way. I can take you to our destination by the optimum route.
Think I could... Sir Arisen, thank heavens you've come. Saurians have claimed the village yet again, just when almost all of the villagers had arrived as well.
Oh, Oi! What are you doing, standing about when there's work to be done?
Jonas! This is the good sir I spoke of.
Is that right? Then I expect you to aid us with this mess, strange. You did it once afore, eh? Only natural you'd help finish the job.
My apologies for the chief's temperament, yet he speaks truly. We have need of your strength, pray. Cull the beasts as you did before, sir. I dare say you are the only one upon whom we can depend.
These Saurians are a stubborn lot. What say we make them think twice about it?
Their master, Saurians!
Twice as much effective against this rope!
Prison has been threatened.
Hard as stone, making it ideal, tossing at our other foes.
The Saurians are no more, I see. That's twice you've come to our rescue now. You're more than a friend to Har Village, Sir Arisen. You are a hero. Truly, we cannot
Here he is! I found our troublemaker!
Jonas! What is the meaning of this?
This blasted beastren went and ventured into Stormwind Cave. How many times have we said none are to tread there? But he just had to poke his nose where it didn't belong. There can be no doubt he's the one who incited the Saurians' attack.
Forgive me. I never meant for any of this to happen.
Trust a beastren to muck things up.
Jonas! Surely there's no need for such talk.
You would say that, wouldn't you? Seems to me beastrens go causing problems, and we humans are lumped with the job of cleaning up after them.
Jonas, please! You're being ridiculous.
Fair!
I do apologize. 'Twould seem things have turned rather uncomfortable. But we mustn't let this sour your triumph. You came to our aid when we needed it most, and for that, you have our gratitude, Sir Arisen. I do hope you shall visit us again anon.
A ruder fellow I never met. The village's troubles are far from done, if you ask me.
Arisen. I find you lightning strikes. I believe yon foe has gone to life. We ought to extinguish our lanterns, lest we summon it unwittingly. It seems we have enraged our foe. Its heart ought to be our partner. That extended in way more. Beware! Now, while the heart is exposed. Keep a measured distance and observe our foe before you strike. Lashing out at random shan't see us take.
Methinks the fiend felt that. Perhaps a few more for good measure.
I should be glad to assist you, Prince. We're to have any hope of victory, we must employ every tool and tactic at our disposal.
Is easily done.
One can never have too many materials. I'll harp. goblins!
You need not shrink from danger. We've the strength to prevail over anything. It's about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master?
Forgive me, but I cannot guide you from here. One might confidently call that a resounding victory. Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle. tried my best to match your skill, Master. Wolves, Master!
Are we ignoring the enemy today?
Let us defer to the Arisen's judgment.
Suppose 'tis so.
Would that such tranquility could last.
I suppose 'tis so.
I'll collect that. We need to bear in mind that the brute will seek out women with unwavering persistence.
It's a tendency we might exploit, though to do so would be to cause danger. Ogre is distracted with a woman in sight. Strike, now is our best chance. Carry on. Don't waste this chance. Let's home our advantage.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall. I will lead. are none of us alike in vocation.
Tis a tad inconvenient that we can't share equipment.
Let us utilize our individual strengths wherever possible.
Where the undead?
I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along. We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner. Hang in there, Master. I am coming to assist. I grant your weapon a magical boon. Avoid flame at any cost, Arisen. You have been doused in oil. It appears night has fallen while we slept.
Step lively. Journey by starlight shall make for a nice change of pace.
A new day, a new perspective. Teamwork is the crux of our strategy.
Don't be such a worry wart. What are you doing?
You called? Forgive me, but you do not appear to be in need of aid.
Compares to the thrill of victory.
One cannot help but feel indomitable. Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
Stop that! Not at the expense of my beauty.
Are we leaving already? Brother. Oh, she's getting warmed up.
I'll combine my magic with yours. You might cast the spell more quickly. Well done, Master.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few.
Your magical aid is dissipated. Pray, cast it anew.
draw near. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. A chest. I'll examine its contents, shall I? Let me get that. Our foe. A reckless opponent makes her easy prey. Battle is to be avoided, I take it, Arisen. Quickly, Arisen, you must regain your footing. An easy victory awaits. The battle rages on. Do not let down. takes a special... In another world, I learned that a forgotten... Riftstone lies nearby. Shall I escort you there, Master? One never can have goblins, Master! Flawless execution.
Would that we might always be so in step, eh?
Well, we've eaten our fill. What say we settle our stomachs with a few hours' sleep?
Indeed. Surely we've I know precisely when a curative is needed, Master. You'll never fall in battle so long as I'm around.
Where to next, Arisen? I'm not sure I've any idea. Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Off we go then.
A new day, a new perspective. This downpour seems unlikely to abate.
We cannot hope to wait it out. We must press on.
I grant your weapon a magical boon.
I'll turn you into a pincushion.
Master,
explored this place before? Or hadn't you noticed?
How very curious. I wonder what other secrets this place holds.
You there! Are you looking to enter the village? You'd best go elsewhere, friend. What's wrong about this place? There's no business to be had here, that's for sure.
I don't know about you, Master.
You'd best go elsewhere, friend. There's no business to be had here. You'd best go elsewhere. There's no business to be had here.
Is that who I think it is? Aye, I reckon so. Rather more common looking than I'd expected. But I suppose that's neither here nor there. It is a question of skill at the end of the day. So you say, but you wagered against our visitor, did you not? And I'd do it again. Look at that fool's face.
Tis a letter most inscrutable, and I fear 'twill remain as such if we cannot find another piece to this puzzle.
Fancy a look at my wares? Fancy a look at my wares? It's good to be busy. Work begets opportunity. Always a pleasure.
With me by your side, your days of disturbed sleep are at an end. I shall do my utmost to defend you while you dream.
Fancy a look at my wares?
Ah, you must be the visitor I've heard so much about. Have you some business here in the village? You would know of our village? As you can see, 'tis a simple place, tucked away on the eastern edge of Verm. Is there aught else I can help you with, sir? Arthur. 'Tis a name unfamiliar to me, I'm afraid. At least, no one by that name lives here, sir. As you like, sir.
This is the inn. We've room to spare if you're looking to spend the course. Nothing's free in this world.
good merchant knows that trade is a battle of the...
Glad to be of service, sir. Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
No seeing you about. You the outsider? My lord spoke. Come on, follow me. I've something real nice to show you.
Tis a remarkable treasure we've found.
Perhaps fortune has deigned to aid us at last.
Well met, sir.
Greetings. I must say I'm impressed by your intuition, sir. You found me out far sooner than most. I trust you are enjoying your sojourn in our fair village. If you have any questions, ask away. I should be glad to aid you. Beg pardon? Why would you ask such a thing? A letter? Oh, you've made quite the discovery. Brass means imitating someone in thieves' cant. This letter means to say someone's taken on such a request. Naturally, I can say nothing as to the who or what of the arrangement. I'm sure you understand. Is there aught else you'd care to ask? Arthur, you say? I've lived in this village many a year, but I can't say I've heard of someone by that name. Is there aught else you'd care to ask? Aye?
Not a foe in sight.
I'll take the peace. We shall remain here.
You made it after all. Guess, dear me.
You're here. I've been waiting for you. That's made my day. How fine. How fine.
You didn't disappoint, did you? You've done well. Seems only fair I answer any questions weighing on you. Go on. Ask away. Figures you'd want to know about him. We're supposed to be neutral. Ordinarily, I wouldn't say a word about one of our jobs. But I suppose I can tell you, the situation being what is. His real name is Dara. He was one of us, once. But he's been exiled. We had no choice, see? After he went off to play the false arisen, we're men and women of shadow. So that's why he was cast out. He'll ne'er be part of our village again. That all you wanted to ask? For all this, Dara was in line to become the next thief maester. But he failed. Took a massive injury to the chest during the trial. So the title fell to me. That's when he went off, saying he used the scar on his chest to pose as the Arisen. And what a scheme that turned out to be, eh? Now he gets to sit pretty on the best seat in the kingdom. Still, you'd have a hard time proving that he's not who he says he is. He's a wily one, that Dara. Always was careful not to leave behind a shred of evidence. But we can't have him thinking that he gets to go off and enjoy a peaceful life in a lap of luxury after breaking our code. Methinks he needs something to remind him of the debt he owes. Now, as to the Maester's teaching, not sure you'll be able to use it to its fullest potential, but I'll show it to you.
There's comfort in the humdrum.
How fun!
My apologies for the wait. We grew further apart than I'd anticipated.
Our party is reunited. Surely we can ask for no more than that.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
This is the inn. We've room to spare if you're looking to spend. Of course, nothing's free in this world.
Do stop by again. Once the day's...
This is the inn. We've room to spare if you're looking to course. Nothing's free in this world. Do stop by again.
Thank you, Arisen. I promise to wield this maester's teaching well and prove myself worthy of your faith.
Ah, you must be the visitor I've heard so much about. Have you some business here in the village? Dara? That man isn't associated with our village anymore. In fact, if e'er you should meet him, pray inform him that he is no longer welcome here. Arthur. 'Tis a name unfamiliar to me, and at least no one by that name lives here, sir. You would know of our village? As you can see, is there aught else I can help you with, sir? As you likes.
Lonely place.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
Oh.
Heavens forfend!
Have no fear, master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while. 'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen. Oh, good. You return. I find myself on edge when you stray from my... line of sight.
I'm just grateful I get to lead a quiet life.
Tis so dull when there's nothing doing.
This is, of course. Nothing's free in this world. Glad to be of service, sir.
Fancy a look at my wares?
This is generally used as a material. I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
do we call on you to carry the burdens we cannot? I must thank you. Your toil keeps me light on my feet.
It certainly isn't easy work, but I am proud to be counted upon. Might there be... Apologies, Master, but you will have to do without us for the time being.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
Is there aught else you'd care to ask? Arthur, you say? I've lived in this village many a year, but is there aught else you'd care to ask? You're curious? Naturally, I'm not the only one. Our village has its own... You're the second arisen to come to Vermont. And you've allied yourself with... In response... Oops. I don't misunderstand. Those who deal in information... Is there aught else you'd care to ask? If aught about our humble village seems strange, for 'tis here that thieves are instructed to begin with. Those who wander into the village are evaluated. Of course, you are no exception. Which is to say, you have my approval. Is there aught else you'd care to ask? Aye. Take care then. You, sir, are worthy of inheriting my ultimate technique. Once mastered, 'twill allow you to fell all foes, both minuscule and mighty. Take it, and do with it what you will.
Having the Arisen obtain a Maester's teaching is a welcome boon for us pawns as well.
I shall strive to learn from your example, that I might reach new heights of my own.
This is the... Of course. Nothing's free in this world.
Do stop by again. Well met, sir. How might I be served?
Look there. I espy another statue.
Why don't we go take a look?
The broken sections are a hindrance, but I believe we can reach our goal all the same. Saurians, Master! Dare I say it? We trounced our foe well and true.
No sense letting the enemy get the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say. Uh-oh. Methinks the team felt that. Perhaps a few more for good measure.
Stay with me, Arisen. Wait a moment. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. I'll combine my magic with yours, that you might cast the spell more quickly. I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
I'm going to enjoy this.
This route has seen better days. But there's no sense lamenting it. We'll just have to take the long way round.
Forgive me if I do not jump for joy.
for a fair amount of gold.
Deeper pockets make for shallower troubles, they say. You may rest easy, for I shall be standing watch.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics.
I have nothing further to add. Pray, light your lantern, Master.
There is a rumor whispered among pawns that I have oft pondered. The gist of it is, when pawns travel beyond the rift, we can contract a peculiar illness that imperils the lives of those around us. At first, we are only restless and excitable, but in time we become so unruly that even the Arisen holds no sway over us.
That sounds most unpleasant. I do hope we shall remain free of it.
Shall we take an ox cart? If our destination lies along its route, we could shorten our journey by making a stopover.
Well met. Looking to make a purchase?
hope to see you again.
Quite the sum of gold we've just spent. 'Tis clear the Arisen is no miser.
An investment made for safer travels can hardly be called extravagant. We cannot break it from this side.
So it goes.
Yes, sir. Have you procured what I asked? Splendid. You've my gratitude. Unfortunately, I can give you little more than that. Forgive me, but I must return to my rounds direct. But in place of a reward, mayhap I could give you a tour of the premises. Only if you've the time and inclination, of course. What say you? Would you— As servants of the gracious hand, we provide whatever treatment we can to those unfortunate who are stricken. Yet, at times, perhaps you will recall the parents who were here when you first arrived, an unfortunate pair. They've suffered no few hardships in the slums, and now, even their poor son Lubomir has fallen. By chance, he was examined by a roaming man, claiming to be a doctor. Yet, the family had not the money for the medicine, so he was put into our care.
Let me get that.
Hoi! How do you do?
Here he is. This young man is Lubomir. We've been administering the medicine recommended by the doctor who examined him, but he has yet to show any sign. To be perfectly honest, I doubt the soundness of that so-called doctor's judgment. After all, there is no shortage of ne'er-do-wells out there, willing to claim their medicine the only cure, that they might inflate its price. But I suppose I ought not say such things so openly. At any rate, I'd best continue on my rounds. Pray, stay as long as you wish. Come, come. We've medicine to prepare. We've enough to make a fresh batch now, thanks to a kind donation.
Psst! You there. Help me. Listen, the sisters here are good to us, but I'm growing weaker day by day. It started with a slight fever, and now I can scarce lift myself up. See that empty bed? An old man was lying in it till just a few days past. He told me he was feeling better, that he'd be well enough to leave anon. Mayhap I'm just imagining things. I hope that's the case. And yet... Something isn't right about this place. Pray, should you hear any queer rumors about the Gracious Hand, come tell me of them, won't you? I'd see to it myself, but I can hardly move.
Really now, you mustn't shirk your duty, lest you forget 'tis the Arisen we serve here.
Is there aught I can assist you with?
Chaos in the world begins with chaos of the...
Yeah? What is it?
Is there aught I can assist you with?
Leave things half done.
Yes, Master.
Perhaps you've a moment to spare, an ear to lend. Why, hello.
Might you be a friend of Lubomir's? He's seen better days, hasn't he? There has been talk of sending him down to the basement, should his condition fail to improve. That is, the basement sick room, where our most critical patients convalesce under the Abbess's care. None of the other sisters are permitted entry, including myself. Teles, she gives the patients a special medicine. I know not what kind. At times I hear strange cries and moans drift up from... which is to be expected. Those who come here suffer all manner of afflictions, you see. And yet, a part of me is afeared for them. I do hope naught befalls Lubomir. I should like to see him walk out of here.
Fester in the people's hearts.
So, the worst of us are taken to the basement. Mayhap that's the source of the queer voices I hear. And none save the Abbess can enter? If the Gracious Hand has a secret, 'tis the Abbess. You've done this much for me. Would you be willing to go further? I must find out what goes on down there. You've my thanks. I just can't stomach the thought of lying here not knowing. Of course, all the better should your search come to naught. But if you do find aught's amiss down in that basement, it must be the Abbess's doing. Should you find evidence fit to implicate her, will you help me see to it that justice is carried out? See, I've already reported my suspicions to the Sentinels, and we've arranged a signal. If you apprehend the abbess, so I beg you, sir, find the evidence you need.
To get to the bottom of what is happening at the Gracious Hand, we shall have to acquire evidence of any misdeeds.
I have noticed that the abbess goes out every night without...
I overheard some of the soldiers standing guard outside the palace. How might we enter the basement sick room?
Aptly said.
We're here, and none the worse for wear. Over here, if you please.
Suppose that's enough for one day.
Some meat would be...
Might you be looking to enlist?
I do hope naught befalls Lubomir. I should like to see him walk out of here in good...
Must have taken a wrong turn.
Pray, follow me. Follow along at your own pace, Master. I shan't leave you behind.
I have noticed that the abbess goes out every night without fail. Perhaps you could wait for her to leave and slip into the basement sick room then.
This place now fails to calm me.
I won't have enough for a few pinches of spices.
I've done no wrong. Have I?
Can't wait for the new equipment to come in.
This might be worth a read.
It couldn't hurt to take a peek. You shan't hear me complain about...
Up we get. We can expect a busy night. Shall we check up? Pack. And be off.
I hope you slept well.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself. We have arrived. Mayhap 'twould serve us well to track down the former patients mentioned in these records of treatment.
Tis no great shock to me. We found some evidence, but there might be more to discover. Let us scour every inch of this room.
Splendid.
You're back. Pray, tell me, have you found anything? These look like records of treatment. Johann and Bruno. I know these two. They left here not long ago, fit as a pair of fiddles. I recall them being especially meek to the abbess. Mayhap that's what got them out safely. At any rate, they may know aught of use. Loath as I am to ask more of you, perhaps you would speak to them in my stead?
It is my duty to devote my life to prayer and virtue.
Might we not seek out the individuals to whom these records of treatment belong, and question them about Lady Elena? I take it you've some business with this person. Then pray, follow me.
Well, if you insist.
Lady Eleanor's a goodly person, a saint-like. I wavered between life and death for quite some time in that basement sick room, and she watched o'er me through it all, bless her. Can't say as I miss that basement, mind. 'Tis an eerie place, dark and shadowy. Suppose 'tis only to be expected, given the state of those assembled. I'm sure I was moaning too.
We found a chest. Let us
Elena. Ah, yes. The abbess of the gracious hand. A fine woman by all accounts. I was in her care once myself. But I must admit, I've always... You see, I was only a little under the weather when I entered her care. But then I started getting sicker and sicker, till in the end I survived. But methinks I was one of the lucky few. So many died down there. And once I saw her, the abbess, meeting with a strange man. She handed him a large parcel, all wrapped up. And he gave her something small in return. You'd think 'twere medicine, but I'd not have bought medicine from a man like that. He had the look of a scoundrel about him. They were whispering, but I did hear one of them say aught about keeping quiet. 'Tis well suspicious, eh? Where'd they meet? 'Twas in the square in the eastern part of the common quarter, and always a night, as I recall.
Dead on my
I've somewhere to be. Why would Lady Elena meet with such a suspicious personage? Mayhap we ought to ascertain the truth with our own eyes. Pray, allow me to show you the way.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
Here.
Aye, this is plenty. Lord Phasus is like to be in your debt. Nicely done. Suppose it can't have been easy to procure this much so quickly.
You suppose wrong. I command their full faith. 'Tis simple for me to extract what I require.
Ha! You're a fearsome one. Here's hoping I ne'er end up in your care.
Enough. I gave you yours, now you give me mine. I'd not be seen here with you.
Ah, of course. Wouldn't want to hurt the Lady Saint's image in the eyes of the common folk, would we? Here's your special medicine.
glad we understand each other. Till next time.
Aye, be seeing you.
This is not the first we've heard of Lord Phases. What could his aim be, I wonder?
This is beyond me, I'm afraid.
Would that all my days were safe. I'm surrounded by whingers on all sides.
Would that I could spend all day here.
Boots laced, belt strapped.
I've
I'm
no
ready
time
for
to be
the job.
social. I've too
Would
much
that
to
all
do.
my days were so tranquil. Suppose I ought to earn my pay.
This place always puts me at ease.
Would that I could spend all day here.
Oh, I'm in fine fettle.
I'm in it now. No sense getting cold feet.
When does my watch end? I've clean forgotten.
This place always puts me at ease.
What was it I had to do? Times are hard. I'm barely scraping by.
I've been on my feet all day. My legs are as lead.
I've trained for this.
Suppose I ought to earn my pay.
At least here I can enjoy my own company.
Would that I could spend all day here.
Such quietude is a blessing.
I'm sure I can handle this. Quite sure.
Suppose I ought to earn my pay.
Someone would spare me this agony.
A lonely place. Not without its charms.
I'd sooner stay out of battle, were it possible. When does my watch end? I've
Mayhap
clean
I
forgotten.
really would have been better off a baker. Oh, could use a rest. This place always puts me at ease.
There's comfort in the humdrum of daily life.
I'd sooner stay out of battle, were it possible. When does my watch end? I've
I've
clean
trained for
forgotten.
this.
This place is awful dull.
Suppose
Don't
I
complain,
ought to
mind.
earn my pay.
At least here I can enjoy my own company.
Always another errand to see to.
I'd sooner stay out of battle, were it possible.
Can't make a living if I get myself injured.
Naught of import ever happens here, anyhow.
So tired. I'd kip just about anywhere.
Death
There's
comes
comfort
for
in the
me next.
humdrum of daily life.
I am sure of it.
I'd fancy a kip, but not at the expense of my duty.
I've trained for this. My body's not
last night's scuffle.
This is most convenient. Another destination we were bound for is not far from here.
When the mind is split, the heart must lead. Or so I've learned.